black people. It's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality simple. Reality simple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality simple.
Angels Nub Nub 7, you know, I've been supporting your videos for a while now, way before any of this craziness ever happened. You know, I've been commented to you, and we've been exchanged messages back and forth in the past. So all this people trying to make it seem like, you know, you just found me out and came to me and wanted to jump in the middle, whatever the case may be. I guess they can think what they want to think, but I just want to quickly say I appreciate your support as well and your understanding of the situation, and I am not happy about what happened as far as the situation getting kind of hostile. However, in the, you know, the defamation of your character and things like that. But I am glad and I am appreciative of the support that you offered me at that time. And again, I enjoy your videos, and of course, I'm definitely always tuned in and always trying to keep up and watch all of them actually. So yeah, and a lot of other people should do the same because it's a lot of knowledge in those videos, and they definitely are thought provoking. I love the amount of thinking the videos and the words and things like that. When I leave, I'm always like, you know, thinking about new ideas and new things, and that's just me. I want to know everything about everything about everything. So those videos definitely are for a person like me.
Revolution. I'm talking about a nigga ready to bang for what's ours. Your grand man is with the crackers, cotton and you smiling, boy, you shucking and you driving. Pussy nigga need to stop it. You the white man, bitch. You the white man, bitch. You the white man, bitch. I see the white man, bitch. You a pussy ass nigga on some Sambo shit. I'ma keep it 100. You the white man, bitch. Cause your ass kisses serious and you riding his dick. Nigga walk like you talk like you eat the cracker shit. Boy, you sex up in the hood, I know you scared of your master. We starving out here, but you never jack a cracker. You gon' fight up in the club, kill another nigga quick. About to sign a paper begging for some reparation. Every one of y'all scary, get your unity together. Gucci this, Louis that, get your economics better. This a house nigga game, a white Jesus fetish. Wear a cross around your neck, that ain't for no African. You the white man, bitch.
Your testimonial regarding your history means nothing to me. Your testimonial regarding your history means nothing to me. Hello YouTube, thank you for joining me today. I will speak rather quickly as I have many things to accomplish today. The reason I am addressing you, Angel Snubnub 7, is due to your video entitled Angel Snubnub 7 Speaks to Euphoric Impact and Others. It does not surprise me that you reason yourself to be a good person. it is not uncommon for many to deem themselves ethical by their evaluation and determination of quality.
Alright, look, I tried not to say nothing about this motherfucker. I tried to respect this motherfucker. But since he don't want to respect me, fuck it. Go and drop the beat. It's on. Alright, look, this is a message to that stupid motherfucker named. But here it is. Nigga, you done made 10 damn videos about me. You ain't had 10 pieces of pussy in 2013, but you done made 10 damn videos about a nigga you don't know just because I fucking blocked you. You niggas is soft as fuck. I can't stand you, nigga, you stupid fucker, you. And you wanna sit there and just keep talking about a nigga. And not only talk about a nigga, but keep tagging motherfuckers in your shit, you stupid fucker, you. Then sending me your fucking shit, you stupid fucker, you. Y'all niggas is stupid.
In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I am the gatekeeper or the host of this particular program, known here on the internet as the mighty, Angel Snub 7. I am your brother and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I want to talk to us for these brief minutes, and I really enjoy and I appreciate and certainly it is an honor that you would give me a few minutes of your time. Upon these few minutes, I would like to speak about something that we all are guilty of, that we all are a victim of, that we all need to really work on ourselves. There should be no one among us who believe they are so self-righteous, who believe they have truly gone beyond what we call the Negro, the Sambo, that we've gone beyond and have become awakened to truly be what we call gods and goddesses, or we carry the traits of kings or queens and believe that after 400 years, by reading a book, by listening to a DVD, that suddenly we've changed from niggas, excuse the word. I'm not going to say the N word. We know, we hear the word every day. Let's not be self-righteous and holy glory, guys. We understand. Even little children, they hear the word nigga. Y'all say it in your house. Let's get off that tip. We've gone beyond nigger and niggerdom, ghettoish, or however you want to call it. Just because we call ourselves black revolutionaries, black liberators, black nationalists, we think that we've gone beyond our people. But as you know, no one can rise above their people. So no matter where we think we're at, as long as our people are where they are at, we as a people or as a unit, then we have not gone nowhere. In fact, we still carry the traits that keep our people decimated, keep our people in a horrid condition. There is a fictional character called the Incredible Hulk. And just to give you a short description or give you a background on the Incredible Hulk, which is a fictional character. No, now don't think this creature is real. Many of you have heard of the Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk is Bruce Banner. He was a scientist. He was exposed to gamma radiation. And when he becomes angry, you would not like him when he becomes angry. Something about the exposure to that radiation, anger triggers a transformation in him, and all those emotions, all those things, those negative things inside of him that's built up, makes itself manifest in a physical creature, and they call that the Incredible Hulk. Now, it is strange, but the Incredible Hulk is not a supervillain. The Hulk is not a bad guy. The Hulk is a superhero. The Hulk is a superhero just like Batman and Robin, Superman, Spider-Man, Thor. The only problem that we have with the Incredible Hulk is that he has an anger management problem. He does not mean to destroy. He suffers from a temper tantrum. And this happens when Bruce Banner becomes angry. He turns into this Hulk. The only way that he can control this Hulk, this demon inside of himself, is that he has to control his emotion. Why are you saying this? Why are you bringing this fictional character up to us, brother? We live in the real world. Do you? Well, that's a whole different topic, but I'm using this as an analogy or an example. There's one called Master Waris Farad Muhammad, who came to us July 4th, 1930. He is the teacher of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. What type of attitude did Master Farad Muhammad have? Master Farad Muhammad did not call our people niggas. He did not call our women hoes and bitches. Master Farad Muhammad said, if only I can reach just one person, I would be happy. Master Farad Muhammad shown to the black man and woman in America great love. There is a person, some of us may think that Jesus was fictional, but just like I'm using the Incredible Hulk as an example, I want to use Jesus. Jesus was a loving soul. Jesus is a loving person. Even when Jesus was crucified, Jesus was quoted as saying, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And this is while he was being crucified. Jesus shown no hatred to those who were crucifying him. Jesus shown the people that he claimed that he loved and cared about love. Master Farad Muhammad shown the people of whom he claimed that he came here for love. But we who are supposed to be awakened, we who claim that we believe and follow Jesus, we who claim that we follow Master Farad Muhammad, we who claim that we follow all our brothers and sisters in the past, who clearly love us as a people, we cannot control, and we have a problem in controlling the beast that rages inside of us. Deep inside you and me, there rages a beast. And what is that beast? I call it the Incredible Nigger Hulk. I call it the manifestation, the still living essence of us as being dark Europeans. We still have an Uncle Tom mentality. We have an Uncle Ruckus mentality. It is still inside of us. We was born that way. And just because you listen to DVDs all day long, just because you watch videos all day long, just because you talk a lot of black conscious, black liberation, nationalist stuff and wear African looking clothes and all that, does not mean that the Incredible Nigger Hulk is not deep inside of you and me. This is where we make our mistake. This is where our self-righteousness comes in. Because we are far from being Master Farad Muhammad. We are far from being a Jesus, because they never shown any sign of the incredible nigger Hulk. But we, in our interaction with one another, as soon as a brother says something you don't like, do something you don't like, then that nigger Hulk begins to rise out of us. In fact, some of y'all call yourself nigger. So, of course, such should be expected to come up out of you. And instead of trying to get rid of the incredible nigger inside of you, you embrace it. You mix black conscience with nigger attitude. Oil and water don't mix. Either you one or the other. The reality is, most of us, and many of us, the majority of us, we are still niggers. We are Uncle Toms. We are Uncle Ruckuses. That's what we are. That's why you have not risen above your people. In fact, you cannot do that. And that's why your people are not attracted to us. Because they see niggers. They see the incredible nigger Hulk. They see dark Europeans. They see hypocrites. They see fake people. And we turn around and we attack our own people. And again, the Hulk is not a villain. It is not that you are a bad person. It is not that you're a villain. It is not that you're evil. You have an anger management problem. And in your anger, you mess around and destroy the people that you claim that you love. You mess around and you destroy the black liberation, black nationalist movement, or however you want to describe it. You destroy the same thing that you claim that you love. The reason why the so-called black revolution did not get started in the 1960s and it did not grow is because of the incredible nigger Hulk, that beast that rages within all of us. And some of you are in denial. And in your denial, it makes no difference, because that incredible nigger Hulk always show up. You have a temper tantrum problem, and you begin to lash out like the incredible Hulk. Mind you, you are not evil. Mind you, you're not a bad person. Mind you, you are a good person at heart. But we have a temper tantrum problem. You have an anger management problem. You have not learned how to control the beast within. So when you get angry, and you don't want to be around me when I'm angry, the incredible nigger Hulk always come out. Now, some of us are slick. We don't show our Hulk in the public, but we go behind closed doors and call the other black people that we don't like nigger and hate their guts. Then we come up out of the room, and then in the public we smile. That is another way of being in denial. It is in us. This beast rages inside of us. Do you think that overnight that you can get rid of this animal? After being an animal, savage, being turned into a beast for over 400 years, you was born an Uncle Tom. You was born a dark European. We were born that way. It would take generations to get rid of the incredible nigger Hulk. You and I, we can begin to process. We can begin the process to get rid of this evil, this thing that is inside of us. But we will never live to see what life is about without the incredible nigger Hulk. The only thing that we can do is try to find a cure. And we do have the cure, but we don't want to take it. We don't understand it. And the first thing that you must do in order to cure yourself is to really love your people. You have to control your temper tantrums. You must be like Master Farad Muhammad. You must be like Jesus. You must be like those. Because our people are sick. We are sick. In order to help our people, in order to help ourselves, we must control the beast within. We must show our people patience. We must show our people compassion. We must show our people understanding. Show ourselves those things. Because surely you wouldn't like me when I get angry. We see this every day. And that is why this movement that you claim that you love cannot move forward, because you cannot control the beast within. So brothers and sisters, I hope that we, not just myself, we learn this lesson. And it is a very difficult thing. Bruce Banner has yet to control the beast within. But we got to try for the sake of our people and for the betterment of ourselves as an individual, so that we can get this beast, the real beast, off our back once. Alrighty then. In the name of my ancestors. Peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, excuse me, I'm a little out of breath. Just bear with me. I'm the host of this particular program, known here on the internet as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I want to try to make my point within 10 minutes, not the usual 15. I want to try to make my point within the next 9 minutes. Okay. I'm going to speak a little fast, so bear with me. So get up on this horse and let's ride. Let's ride this mother. There are many things, negative things, that we could say about our family and friends and mother and father and sisters and whomever. But when we are trying to grow, when we are trying to become a better person, we want to inspire others around us, including family and friends, to become better. It is best that whatever positive thing that we can draw strength from, draw inspiration from, we should do those things. None of us, and many of us, will confess and admit that we do not come from the best family. Everybody has their problems. But again, speaking from the positive, I am so happy. Even to this day, I'm surrounded by family members, and of course there are always exceptions to the rule, but primarily I was raised in an environment around men and women, my relatives, who were not materialistic. They did not care about striving to get gold and silver and try to buy all the land in the world, and they wanted certain things. They wanted a pretty house, a pretty car, and they just wanted to be able to live. They were never, and still to this day, materialistic. Have a full stomach, be able to eat and enjoy yourself, have a little shelter over your head. It don't have to be big and pretty. Little clothes on your back, and we were happy. Nobody never cared about getting rich, getting famous so I can have a big house and a mansion and all these different things. That don't even impress me. I'm so happy I've never been materialistic. I would go in stores and I look at the diamond and the gold, and I look at the magazines and watch on TV all these pretty things, and y'all are willing to die, lie and steal and all kinds of things, rob for material things. I am not impressed. If I'm going to lie and steal and all these different things, it's for my survival because I need a little food. I want a little shelter. I just want the basic necessities in life. I'm not looking for furs and diamonds and my ugly face on TV and all these different things that y'all crave for. So, to the powers that be, somebody like me is dangerous. Why is somebody like me who do not crave material things, who don't crave all these things that you find glamorous? This means I can't be bought. And if I can't be bought, then I have principles, I have morals, I have something to stand on other than something of a material nature. That makes myself and people like me dangerous, because the wicked cannot buy me. Once I tell you that I'm seeking freedom and justice and equality for suffering people and oppressed people, a people that suffer discrimination, they know there is no talking to me. There's no money, there's no diamonds, gold, there's no position that I can be offered. I cannot be bought because I'm not looking for material wealth. So what is it that makes me happy? What is it that drives me? Since I'm not materialistic, what makes me happy? I love to see people happy. I love to see families go down the street holding hands and having fun. Married couples and couples that's not married. Everybody is enjoying their life. I love to see children playing in the street, jump rope and volleyball, kickball, whatever things that children do. I like to see children smile. I said children. I did not say black children. I said children. I like to wake up in the morning and hear the birds sing, and I like to see the squirrels going back and forth across the street. I came here to this life with nothing, and I'll be happy to leave this world knowing I have nothing, because material things don't mean nothing to me. So y'all go to work day in and day out, fighting and scratching, lying and cheating and doing all these different things, getting tons and tons of stuff. And this stuff give you value. I don't need a diamond. I don't need gold. I don't need a big house. I don't need those things to give me value. But y'all need those things to give you value. And once you get the car, the house, and all these different material things, the diamond ring, all these different things, you're still not happy. So you continue to chase stuff. You continue to chase things. And these things are not living. These things are dead. And in reality, they have made you dead. Disconnected from life. You don't know how to love another human being. You have no respect for animals or the earth itself. You sit back and trying to get your stuff and your things, while the people that is giving you and feeding you your stuff, in order to feed your obsession with stuff, they poison the air, poison the water, poison the land, kill all the different animals, kill people, trying to feed you so that you can maintain your stuff. What you call success is getting stuff. How much stuff I can get. Who I can control. Who can I look down upon. That's success. And when it's all said and done, you still don't have no life. So you got to look at so you have to look down upon as many people as possible to feel good. You got to keep getting stuff. I'm a millionaire. I'm a billionaire. I'm a quadrillionaire. And you're still not happy. Your stuff still don't make you happy. And stuff don't live. The stuff that you getting your kicks from is dead. It has no life. It can't smile. It can't kiss you. It can't hold you. It can't do nothing for you. You're connected to stuff, and stuff is dead. And you have no life. And for those who are chasing stuff, death has become a way of life. So in this society, in this world of people who chasing stuff and you need things to give you value, there's always war because you're trying to get some stuff. There's always fighting, trying to get stuff, arguing over stuff, complaining and whining because you're looking for some stuff. You're looking for physical stuff and you want people so that you can abuse them, exploit them. Because you view human beings and those that are living as stuff. And you get all this stuff. And even when you have God in your life, even when you have religion and call yourself spiritual, you're still looking for stuff. Because that stuff has caused you to become dead. And even Jesus can't raise you back to life. Because you still need stuff to give you value. Look at the preacher. The main one who's supposed to be the representative of God, but he needs stuff. He needs a big church and a big airplane and diamonds and rings. Not looking for God, not worshiping God, but he's worshiping or she is worshiping stuff. And stuff give you your value instead of your connection to God. Somebody has killed you. You are a living being, but somebody has taken the life out of you and made you become obsessed with chasing stuff. Think about it. Jot down your comments and let's conversate. This your brother Taalik Ibn'rad. This was and is. I don't want y'all stuff. The reality's temple on earth. In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I am the gatekeeper or the host of this particular program, known here on the internet as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I is your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I would hope that my few words within this brief moment in time would not anger those who call themselves black nationalists, pro-black this, pro-black that, black power, hotel, ashe, African spirituality, all these things that we call ourselves. We claim to be part of what is called black liberation. I hope not to anger you. I hope not to upset you. Personally, and in reality, I really don't care. I don't. But I want you to understand where I'm coming from. For me, I must be fair and I must be just. I have no intent, and it is not my wish to become like those that I complain about. Regardless to your skin color, regardless to your gender, your class, your religious belief, wherever you are in life, I wish to be fair and just with all. So if I am so fair and so just, if that is my viewpoint, then some may ask, why don't I advocate integration? Why don't I advocate interracial relationships? Well, it is because these who are the descendants of slaves born in America, we are not on the same playing field. And we was brought into this relationship by unnatural circumstance. And we are not in our right state of mind. We have not been returned to the original state where you found us. And in our original state, this would not be an issue because black people or the Africans were not running around the earth trying to lay down with Caucasian people. This was not happening because they were in love with themselves. They knew who they were. So we must go back, or as the religion said, we must be born again in order for us to engage in such relationship. Otherwise, it is illusion, it is false, it is based on false pretense. The black man and woman in America, we must be allowed as a people to express our potential without Caucasian influence. There is something inside of us, brand new idea, a brand new civilization is waiting. And that civilization, those ideas, those opinions cannot make themselves manifest as long as we continue to cover ourselves in the muck and the mire of what caused us to be lost to begin with. Perhaps in the future, after we have brought an end to gender bias, racism and classism and all these isms that have destroyed and plagued the human being, perhaps integration and interracial relationships would be possible, but after the destruction of these things, these isms would mean nothing anyway. But they are an issue because these are some of these isms, what caused us to be in the condition that our people find ourselves in. When humanity has healed itself, perhaps those things would be possible. Not only possible, but the intent would be good. It would not be a forced relationship. It would be on equal ground, and it would not be surrounded by the pain and the suffering, the memories of great evil that is still fresh, whether you like it or not. And we will not forget the hurt and pain because we have not yet to heal. We are still victims. But once we come up out of that state and avoid victimhood, because once you are healed, you are no longer injured, then you are no longer a victim. This does not mean you forget what caused your injury, but you're no longer a victim when you become healed. As long as these people who are the descendants of slaves born in America, as long as they suffer this injury, which causes ratchet behavior, which causes thugism, which causes all these different things that y'all talk about, as long as we are still in pain, then we are victims. Being a friend or an ally does not mean I have to go to bed with you. There are a group of people in history, and this is where you may disagree with me, but there are a group of people that I cannot ignore, and I will give them their props. I will give them their justice, their props, because they earned it. But many of you dislike them because they are Caucasian people. But these Caucasian people were called abolitionists. And some may not even have a title at all. But y'all praise Harriet Tubman. Oh, Harriet Tubman this, Harriet Tubman that. She is the Moses. But Moses, this female Moses, she called a friend not an enemy. She called a friend, the one called John Brown, who later would lead an assault at Harper's Ferry, trying to get slaves to revolt against their masters. Why didn't John Brown just sit back and enjoy slavery? Why didn't he just sit back and enjoy the privileges of being a Caucasian person? Why did he have to stand up? In fact, his family and a lot of their friends decided to stand up against slavery. Some of them did it due to religious reasons. John Brown was a preacher. He was a religious man. And he said that slavery was against the will of God. And he stood up to act and practice what God deemed that he do. We don't know many of the reasons why many of these persons decided that slavery was wrong. However, you cannot ignore the fact that if it were not for Caucasian people, what Harriet Tubman done was possible, but it got done and it was successful because Caucasian people sacrificed their lives, sacrificed and used their resources in order to free a people they deemed that were being done unjust. How can you ignore this fact? How can you speak ill of people just simply because of the color of their skin when their actions show you that this is not what I'm about? I'm trapped in a country. I'm telling my leaders and nation, I don't want slavery, but I can't control it. It was a small minority that was trying to fight it. There is a small minority who also dislike this government, who also understand what has happened to black people, and you want to write them off simply because they are Caucasian people. There are always exceptions to the rule. There were Caucasian people marching and helping in the civil rights, of which, of course, the end result was integration, and integration was one of the worst things that could have happened to us as a people. It took away our dignity. It took away our feeling to be independent. There are Caucasian people who use their resources, even some of their money, to try to make things right. We must understand that to be a Caucasian person among races, they were just as scared as the slaves were of Caucasian people. You would be called an in lover, black folks lover, and they look down upon you. And they would treat you, and many of them found themselves lynched and hung, harassed, bullied, because they were in lovers, the N-word lovers. I don't like saying the N-word. We know what it means. Why don't we just say it? So self-righteous and pompous. Good Lord. It was a Caucasian female judge that made it possible for me to speak with you today. But for years and years, I had to fight the Caucasian male. I had to fight against the black male who was a judge that tried to keep me locked up the rest of my life. How can I deny her justice? How can I deny her or ignore what she done for me? She told me, if you come here and give me what the law requires, I'll let you go. And I done that, and she let me go. There are people like Tim Wise, and Tim Wise is a very knowledgeable person. And Tim Wise is doing many things that benefit black liberation. Sometimes you have to have somebody like yourself to tell you certain things. Just like it is very difficult for black male, black woman bashers to come up against another black man who stand and defend black women. So it is difficult, except name calling, for certain Caucasian people to call and stand up against Tim Wise. But what I would like to say to Tim Wise and many of you Caucasian people who are out here in this modern time and era, there's a time for talk, and that talk shows that you know. So since that you know, not only will you talk, are you willing to be like John Brown? Are you willing to be like these abolitionists? Or even some that were in the civil rights movement? Are you willing to sacrifice your life, your dollars, in order to bring justice to those of whom you know have been deprived justice, continue to be oppressed, continue to be discriminated against? Are you willing to make things right? This does not mean I want to sleep with your daughter. This does not mean we need to go to Denny's and have a meal. This means that I simply, and we should always just simply seek justice. I don't have to like you. There are people on this site that do not like me. But if I saw that they were treated wrong, they were being treated unjust, and if there's something I could do to help them, I would help them. Otherwise, I'm a hypocrite when I say that I stand for justice and what is fair and equality. And we should want that not only for ourselves, but for every living being on this planet, including animal life, and treat this planet Earth, the only real mother that we have, our only substance, our only way to live and go into this next life. So I'd like to know, Tim Wise and some of you who think like Tim Wise, are you willing to ride with us on the back of this bus? In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. Of course, I am the gatekeeper or the host of this particular program, known here on the internet as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your brother, and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I would hope that you would give me the pleasure, the honor of being able to speak with you within the next few minutes. It is always a humbling thing to me that you would allow me such privilege. The topic that I've chosen is a message to those who hate Angel Snub 7. I want to make clear, being hated, being disliked, does not bother me in the least. I do not care. The person called Jesus in the Bible, Martin Luther King Jr., who is called the Prince of Peace. There are many persons who represent what we call peace. But many of these persons, like Jesus and Dr. King, they were hated, they were lied upon, and eventually they were murdered. Why is this? And there is no doubt, some may say, they were good people. So your hatred of me really means nothing. However, this shows the attitude This shows the environment that peaceful people live among. They live among animals. They live among the savage. They live among the hate-filled. Because you will never hear hate coming from this ministry. You will never be able to prove or show that I have done anything to harm anybody in this world. Physically. Verbally, that is up for question. Because for many of you, your feelings get hurt very easily. I send this message to those who hate Angel Snub 7. So if Jesus can be hated, if Muhammad can be hated, if Dr. King can be hated, if those who are called good can be hated, why should I be shocked that I am hated? If I had your attitude, if I had your behaviors, many of you make mockery of me because I was incarcerated unjustly. And you cannot show and have no evidence to prove that it was not an unjust incarceration. But the reason why I am able to speak to you today is because of my attitude, because of my behaviors. I am an adult person. Many of you are infantile. Many of you are childish. And that is why, unlike myself, if you were placed in a jail, if you were placed in a messed up situation, if you could not get help from your lawyer, you would be messed up because you have a childish, infantile, fairy tale type mentality. I don't have time for messing with children. I've grown beyond childish things. When I was a child, I spoke like a child. But now that I am adult, I must speak like an adult. And that is something that you don't understand because you have never been an adult. You have been dependent upon Caucasian people for your education, your substance, your very survival. You cannot think outside of the realm of what your slave master have placed into your brain. You believe you are thinking for self, and in reality you are not. So when you come against a person who is thinking for self, and the slave master have not given you the tools needed in order to deal with that type of mentality, then you become angry and infantile, and you have temper tantrums and all this nonsense. I'm sending a message to those who hate Angel Snub 7. I don't have a criminal record. I don't have a criminal history. I've never had problems with the law. In 2009, there were a lot of what you would call trolls. They were messing with me constantly. All kinds of videos made about me. I'm sending a message to those who hate Angel Snub 7. But then when, unlike yourself, when these people actually sat down and stopped being emotional, and we were able to have a decent conversation, a debate, verbal debate, where I could clarify my position and we could talk to one another. That was 2009. By 2010, all the faceless people that hate Angel Snub 7, all of them by 2010 saw me and had a different view of me. Because they needed more clarification. They needed to understand. They needed to listen to what I'm saying instead of just hearing what I am saying. And that is a good thing. This goes to show that Angel Snub 7 can get along with anybody if you want to get along with me. There is nothing that we cannot work out. Angel Snub 7 is a peacemaker. In fact, Angel Snub 7 has gotten in trouble trying to be a peacemaker between people who have had beefs. So don't lie on Angel Snub 7. Don't try to paint me as something I am not. I will and can admit my error. But don't try to beat me with my error. Just say, I will admit, you got me. But also bring proof of your accusations and your allegations. Then it's over. That is something, that is a hump in the road we dealt with. Now let us go on to better things. Unless, of course, I continue ill behavior. Unless I continue the lie. I was incarcerated unjustly for 10 years with so-called insane people. But during the whole 10 years that I was locked up with so-called insane people, I got along with everybody. I only had 2 little incidents, but even in those incidents, there was peacemaking with the one who was angry. By the time I left that mental facility, there were people, staff and patients, who actually were crying because they were happy that I was being released, but at the same time, they were very sad because Angel Snub 7 is a good person. I helped everybody in that facility, including the staff. When I began to learn the law and people had problems, they felt as though they didn't have any money to use the court system, they would come to me. Help me get a divorce. Help me sue so-and-so. My car got hit. Help me file a case against this. Help me go see my mother. Help me make a telephone call. Help me write a letter. So your accusations and your allegations that Angel Snub 7 is some crazed, wacky maniac, it is unsubstantiated. It is a figment of your imagination. It is not a reality. That is why when you try to come in that manner, you will fail, because that is not what I am. One of the things that you really don't like about me, and I have the right, and you have the right, is to defend your position in the best manner that you can. Being a student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the guidance of Minister Louis Farrakhan, I had to learn how to defend the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I did that very well. When I became incarcerated, and I began to go to court, and I had to...
My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple. Reality simple. My black people, it's all about the unity. There's nothing they can do with us, so ain't nobody moving me. Like the king, we make it plain and simple. Bringing knowledge and fire at reality's temple.